Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Positive Vibes Art for Kids. My name is Mr. Dad. I'm going to be doing a tutorial today for you on Darwin. I did Gumball last week, and I kept calling Gumball Darwin, so I'm going to try to keep things straight. Please forgive me if I do it. When I start getting in the zone here, sometimes it's hard for me to pay attention to what I'm saying and drawing at the same time, but I'll work on it. I'm still a baby at this game here, so cut me a little bit of slack. So yeah, this is gonna be a Darwin the fish, and he's a super cute character, so it should be a lot of fun to draw. It should be pretty easy to draw. I'm gonna show you how to break him down here and create a really good image. So with the same thing with Gumball, the same thing with Darwin. I notice his head and his body are about the same width or height. So his head's about this big, so his feet should be about the same distance. He really doesn't have a whole lot of body. It's just like a head with like little legs hanging off him and arms. So let me show you how I guess I would do it. When I look at the figure here, he's got this. Let's say this. He started out with like it's almost like a square with rounded edges. So say you start out like that, like a square with rounded edges. All right. Once you get that going on, you got another piece that kind of comes across like this at an angle. If you drew a line there, then you could just literally make like a loop here and bring it like that. So you have these two shapes together. One is like a square with rounded edges, and this piece here is kind of like a teardrop shape almost, and then that will fold up here a little in the back. And he has this little tail that comes out of the back of his head. So then you could just do that right there. So bring it back like a teardrop like this, and then bring it up just a little bit, and then do this little tail. And then once we get that in, we can erase this out. So then you get this shape that kind of almost looks like a fish right there, right? Little fishy. And then you want to just round this a little bit more so it kind of looks like that. And then this you want to do the same thing with. You want to just kind of round it a little bit so you got something that looks like this. Sorry guys if it's a little confusing using pencils right off the bat to sketch something and then come later and draw it in. Trust me, in the long run it'll be something that you'll just naturally do and it won't be a big deal to you. So it's kind of like creating a shape and then molding out what you want from it, allowing you to be a little bit more free. You do it right off the bat with in this here. The back of his head ties straight up with this. So just make sure you're bringing it even with that there on the tail. But yeah, once you start working with pencils, before you actually sketch in something with a marker, you'll save yourself a lot of time, and it works out pretty well. So, alright, so now he's got this mouth. We're going to start with the mouth. What you want to do is basically create two half circles. You'll get one there, and then the other one you put right here. They pretty much look just like each other. So then he's got a little bit, they're just reverse. He's got a smile right here. That nice little smile in. Then we can get his eyes in. Now his eyes are two ovals, and they fit in between here. So if you were to find kind of like the middle point, say in between here and here, the middle's about right there, right? So you could draw a little guideline there if you wanted to, and then that way when you're drawing in these eyes, and they come up to about right here, you're drawing in these eyes, you can keep them separated from each other evenly. You can keep them centered in between the mouth there, and it works out really well. See? Perfect. You got 3 little eyelashes. Bat, 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 bat. Just like that. We get these little, kind of got eyebrows like Gumball did. Little like wiggly worm looking things. See? How are we doing? We're doing pretty good, right? Alright, now that you got these outside edge of the eye, we have to do the inside. And you want to just kind of follow the shape. This inner side, you want to come closer into this line for the outside of the eye, and then this side you want there to be a bigger gap here than there is there. And we'll fill that in black, but we'll do that here in a little bit. This one, same thing. You want to be close on this side. You want to leave more space on this outside here. So you just go like that. And he doesn't have a nose, but he does have some little spaces out here that we'll end up putting like highlighting tones in. Really don't have to do anything with them, but I'll just kind of sketch them there so you can see them. Right here, he'll be all darker orange, and then in these spots, these 3 spots, here, here, and here, he'll be a little bit lighter of an orange. So it'll work out where it looks like he's got like some reflective light on him. Okay, so now remember I told you, his head and his legs are the same distance. So what you can do is take your pencil and measure from the top to the bottom, and it gives you this distance here. Then you just bring it, excuse me, bring it down. There, that's the same distance. So then you mark right here with your pencil, and that gives you equal proportions for the body and the head. All right, now it's looking like his legs come down right about here. So there's one, and there's the other. And I always draw in shapes for these before I actually draw the shoes and the legs. I'll just draw like lines down, and then he's got arms coming down here, and then an arm coming down here. So he looks like a stick figure right now, but as soon as we draw this line up the center and then just connect his shoes like this, see? Now look, no longer a stick figure. He's actually got, I'm gonna shrink this one down just a little bit. Now he looks like he's got some thick legs there. Right? We got his little shoes here, slant like this and like this. This part will be white, this part will be green. And then he's got socks. So you want to do 2 socks like that. And then, or that's the top of his shoes, here's the top of his socks. Now we just have to draw in his arms. Just do that. Where these lines are, we can just basically come down like so. See? There you go. That's all there is to it. Darwin is pretty easy to draw from what it appears. Alright guys, let me line this thing in, and then we'll get to coloring them. All right, there we go. Got him looking excellent. Let me erase out all these pencil lines and we can get some color on them and bring this bad boy to life. Get Darwin the fish some life. All right, guys. Green. Green in the shoes. Just right here. So you just smack that color in right there. What's green? Broccoli. What else? Boogers. Let me see now. We are looking for an orange. This is it. He's really easy to color, guys. He's just basically a couple colors here. But what we are gonna do is take this black, color black there, color black there, color black there, and right there. It's like a shadow from his head, shadowing down onto his body. Cause he's got a big old thick head. The light source coming from above him is shadowed onto his legs and his arms. That's what happens when you got a big dome. Right, let's see. We're gonna go right here, but we're gonna leave this spot open. We'll go right here, but we'll leave that spot open. And then we're gonna leave this spot open. So that open, that open, that open. Everything else in here gets colored orange, except for the inside of those beautiful big eyes he's got there. So let's just scribble it in, or color. Some people don't like that word, scribble. That's the sound I'm hearing though. Sounds like a scribble to me. Alright, look at this guy. Look at him, look at him. He's looking amazing. I wonder why they call it the amazing world of Gumball, because these dudes are amazing. Now, it calls for, say, a lighter orange, but I don't really have too much of a light. Let me test this. I think that's going to be too dark. Let's go with this yellow. This spot. This spot. And this spot. It's kind of even hard to see him, but he is looking excellent, guys. Now we can do a little bit of a, we want him kind of standing on a little bit of a dirt mound or something there. Then we can have some grass coming out. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. See that? Easy. Do a little bit of a blue sky behind him. Just like that. And that, my friends, is how we draw Darwin. Looks pretty good. Pretty easy. I think it's a good one. I think we have success. Alright guys, this is Mr. Dad about to sign off. on another awesome drawing here with you. I appreciate you watching. If you tuned in and saw this, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any comments for me, please feel free to put them out there. I always love to read what you guys think. And if you want to see more of our content or to be notified when we do add more content, then feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Like I said, we're going to be doing something here pretty soon called Art Wars, and I can assure you that it is going to be intense. I'm going to get my nephews together with Alice, and we are going to turn the art scene into a full-blown battleground. So I look forward to seeing you guys for that and filming those videos. Until then, guys, have a nice day. Keep those vibes positive, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.